Have you ever wondered if your soul is going through a transformation right now? What if everything you're experiencing, your struggles, moments of clarity, and even the confusion, is part of a profound spiritual journey? The truth is, spiritual awakening isn't a single moment. It's a process, a path we all walk at different times in our lives. If you've ever felt like something deeper is calling you, then stay with me until the end, because we're about to explore the 5 stages of spiritual awakening, and I promise you'll see yourself in these stages. The first stage of spiritual awakening is often triggered by a deep sense of dissatisfaction. Have you ever felt like something is missing even when everything seems fine on the surface? Maybe you've achieved success, have a good life, yet there's a gnawing feeling that it's not enough. This yearning for something greater is the beginning of the call to awaken. You might start questioning the meaning of your life, asking, is this all there is? At this stage, you're being nudged by the universe to look beyond the material world. It can feel unsettling, like the ground beneath you is shifting, but this discomfort is crucial. It's the universe's way of stirring your soul, inviting you to explore a reality beyond what you see. Can you relate to that sense of discontent, like life is asking you to wake up to something more? The yearning may start small, like a whisper in the back of your mind, but over time it grows louder. The feeling that something bigger is calling you becomes harder to ignore. This is the awakening of your soul's desire to seek higher truth, meaning, and connection. But with this comes uncertainty, because once you hear the call, you can't unhear it. After the call comes the breakdown. You may feel lost, confused, or even depressed. In this stage, the life you once knew begins to fall apart. It's as though the universe is stripping away everything that no longer serves you. Beliefs, relationships, jobs, even parts of your identity. It's often painful because we resist change. We cling to what is familiar, even if it's no longer aligned with our soul's purpose. But what if I told you that the breakdown is necessary for your breakthrough? Stay with me here, because this is where the magic happens. The breakdown forces you to face the parts of yourself that need healing. It exposes the illusions you've been living under and shows you the limitations of your old ways of thinking. Think of it as a spiritual detox, purging the false narratives that have kept you stuck. During this phase, it can feel like you're in the dark, like you're losing everything. But remember, it's only in the darkness that we can see the stars. Are you in a breakdown right now? What if, instead of resisting it, you embraced it as a sign that your spiritual awakening is unfolding exactly as it should? Once the dust settles from the breakdown, you enter the search phase. This is where your curiosity takes over. You begin to explore spiritual teachings, books, meditation, or practices that resonate with your soul. It's like your soul is on a quest for answers. Answers that go beyond the physical world, beyond what your mind can comprehend. At this stage, you start realizing that you are more than just your thoughts, your body, and your ego. You start asking bigger questions like, who am I really, and what is my purpose? The search is not about finding quick fixes. It's about diving deep into the unknown and embracing the mysteries of life. You might experiment with different spiritual paths, philosophies, or even religious traditions, trying to find what feels true to you. This is where spiritual seekers often feel overwhelmed by the sheer volume of information out there. But what if I told you that the search itself is part of the awakening? You don't have to have all the answers right now. What's important is that you stay open, curious, and patient with yourself. Are you in the search phase right now, craving deeper understanding? This is where the real transformation begins. After the search, there comes a moment of breakthrough, a profound shift in your consciousness. It's as though you suddenly get it. You experience moments of clarity, peace, and deep connection to the universe. You realize that you are not separate from the divine, but a part of it. This stage can be euphoric because you start to see the world with new eyes. You begin to understand that everything is interconnected, and there is a deeper meaning behind all of life's events. The breakthrough stage is where you start to live from a place of inner knowing. You may feel more aligned with your purpose and experience a sense of oneness with the universe. You realize that the challenges you've faced were not random, but divinely orchestrated to help you grow. It's as though a veil has been lifted and you can finally see the truth. However, it's important to remember that breakthroughs can be fleeting. You might experience moments of awakening only to fall back into old patterns. This is natural. The key is to integrate the wisdom you've gained during the breakthrough into your everyday life. Ask yourself, how can I embody this new awareness in everything I do? The final stage of spiritual awakening is integration. This is where you take all the insights, realizations, and spiritual wisdom you've gained and apply them to your life. Spiritual awakening is not just about having mystical experiences, it's about embodying those experiences in your daily existence. It's about living from a place of truth, love, and authenticity. At this stage, you start to align your actions with your spiritual values. You might feel called to help others on their journey, to live more consciously, or to create positive change in the world. This is where your spiritual awakening becomes a way of life, not just a phase or a moment. The integration phase can take time as you learn to balance your spiritual awareness with the demands of the physical world. But once you've reached this stage, you'll notice that life flows with more ease and grace. You no longer react from a place of fear or ego. Instead, you respond with compassion, understanding, and love. The awakening becomes a continuous journey of growth, and you start to see every experience, good or bad, as part of your spiritual evolution. The journey never ends. So where are you on your journey? Are you hearing the call? Are you in the breakdown, feeling lost and confused? Or maybe you're in the search phase, exploring different paths to find your truth. Wherever you are, know that this process is unique to you, and there's no right or wrong way to awaken. Spiritual awakening is not a destination. It's a lifelong journey of expanding your consciousness and deepening your connection to the divine. Each stage brings new challenges and insights, but ultimately it leads you closer to your true self. Stay with me till the end, because the journey of spiritual awakening is continuous. The more you awaken, the more there is to discover. So ask yourself, am I ready to embrace the next stage of my spiritual journey? How do you awaken your spirit? Comment below. I'd love to hear about your journey.